Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today, we're watching a video about addiction because I think I have some great insight that I can bring to the table about addiction. And let's go right into it. And yeah, so we're watching the video about a guy who went through an Adderall addiction and is I haven't watched the video, so I can't really say any details about it. But from what I've read, basically from the title, it says that he had an Adderall addiction, and um, yeah, he's gonna talk about it. And because again, I've dealt with people who've had addictions, and I myself have been addicted to certain things. I think there are many insight that I can give you. And if you're an addicted person or you have an addiction, well, you have nothing to lose. So stay and then watch the video. I mean, it's gonna be fun. Why wouldn't it be? Huh? Go ahead. Let's go. So basically, hey, no, no, no. Okay, sorry. It was my nephew, always causing problems. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's watch this video.
Let's go. Before I get in,
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I don't have any sound. I need to find my headset. Where is it? Where is it? Give me 2 seconds, please. Where's my headset? Where's my headset? Where is it? Where is it? Oh my god. How did that happen? I'm not gonna cut that out of the video, by the way, so you're gonna have to hold tight with me, guys. Okay, I found it. It's on the floor. Let me just put this on. I am ready. Okay, let's go. So my Adderall addiction, says the title. What Adderall addiction was like.
into it, remember, sober.
Okay, I can't hear anything. I guess you two guys can't hear anything. Okay, yeah, no, you guys can hear something. It's probably just me. Okay, why isn't it working? Okay.
Dogs does not promote or condone any drug use. These videos are for informative, educational, entertainment purposes only. Please seek professional medical help if you have an addiction. Leave a comment. Let me know about your Adderall experience if you have any. Hit that like, that subscribe. Adderall, the study drug. If you don't know what Adderall is, check out, I got the other videos all about Adderall. First time I ever took Adderall, it was pretty much very similar to like Bradley Cooper in the movie Limitless when he takes that wonder drug. I got so much like energy and focus, and the thing was, all those tasks that the entire part of my adult life that I just, were not interested in, all of a sudden I was so interested in completing and finishing those, like that one drawer you never want to organize, that basket of laundry that hasn't been folded in a year, those 5 files on your computer that you're just like, I gotta take an hour to go through and organize.
So yeah, if I have something I can say here, I think I have an insight here. He said that when you take Adderall for the first time, Adderall is a drug that people with ADHD use often. Well, it is often prescribed to people with ADHD to fix their not even inattentiveness, but their lack of interest in doing menial tasks, like he said, watching your clothes, cleaning your room when it's not that dirty, or all kind of tasks that they find boring. They don't want to do it. And he said that well, doing those tasks were never attractive to him, but when he took the pill for the first time, now all of a sudden they became attractive. So The thing I want to add there is that society often wants you to do things that are completely nonsensical. By the way, again, nothing against cleaning rooms. Like, it's all great. If you want to clean your room, clean your room. Like, you should clean your room. But one thing that I find very peculiar is that people often will clean their room when the room is not even dirty. They just want to see it clean. They just want to fit it in their schedule. They just want to see everything at the right place, sorry, and they call it OCD, when it's clearly not OCD. You want to build a self-image about yourself, guys. And to me, the root of unhappiness is self-image, because when you're building a self-image, you're not you. You don't need self-image. You're already you. Why do you have to, again, build something? You're building a self-image. So I should have my room cleaned. I should have this. I should have this amount of money by that age. I should have this amount of. I should have this, model of car. Don't. I'm doing something. I should have that car at that moment. I should have this thing at that moment. I should have those things at those moments. And this is not, I'm not even going to say if it's healthy or not, because it's not about healthiness here. It's much more that you're putting yourself in a very uncomfortable position, because, again, this is not you. This is something you're building for other people to see. Nobody's gonna see the dirt in your room. Nobody's gonna see it. You're literally cleaning that room so that you can feel better about yourself and you can fit that category that you're a person who has a cleaned room. One of the reasons why certain drugs are so addictive is because they help you build that self-image, because, quite frankly, tell me, does the cow clean his it's so stupid, I swear. Does the cow clean his I don't know, field, right? The field where he eats grass in. Does he clean it afterwards, after he's finished eating? Does he clean it? He doesn't. Why would a cow clean his does the lion clean the rest of the animal that he just killed and ate? No, he doesn't. Why would he, right? So a lot of those actions really do not make sense for a human being. Like, we're living in such a cosmetic society, and this is the reason why you're suffering so much, my friend. You're suffering so much because, again, instead of spending that time, and I don't even want to say enjoying yourself, because people are gonna come at me and say, well, enjoying yourself is not going to the cinema. That's not what I mean. I don't want to say enjoy yourself. The reason why you're suffering so much as a human being is because you're acting like a robot. Things are being told to you. Things are being, thrown at you. There's nothing in your life that you're doing right now that you really want to do. And you don't even ask the question if I should do this or do that, or do this or do that. So, again, like I've said, if you're addicted to a drug, whether it's Adderall, whether it's nicotine, whether it's coke, whether it's meth and Adderall, they're pretty similar. Whether it's, I don't know, I don't care, to be frankly honest. It can be any drug, even heroin, right? It comes from that place where that drugs is helping you maintaining an image that you really do not care deep down to maintain. You're dead already. You're dead soul. You're walking dead on this earth. But you want to maintain that image. You cannot let go of that self-image. Too much is at risk for you. And I'll tell you something, my friends, the truth that many will not like to hear. As long as you're going to keep that self-image, sadly enough, you'll be far, far away from happiness. Let's continue the video.
I was so into it and focused, and I was doing it for studying reasons. And I was reading extra and studying it, and I loved it. I was just exhilarated on top of the upper effect. So I'm, getting a mini high from it. I loved it, but it didn't take long for me to build up a tolerance. And what a 30 milligram pill did to me that first day, all of a sudden, a couple months later, I need 60, I need 90 to get that same effect. And it started by just taking it for studying purposes, and then, take it and I could drink more. Take it if I have a lot to do one day around the house, things like that. And it slowly progressed and progressed. And I was getting it legally from the doctor after I had 5 concussions. My last concussion, I lost a lot of focus. I just was off in the head. And they gave it to me legally and started me off on 10 a day. And I moved.
Here it talked about having had multiple concussions, and I mean it's fine, especially if it's for medical use. But here, guys, hear me out, right? You won't like what I'm gonna say here, but one thing that society loves to do is to fix problems, right? Problems that are not problems. And this is why, your life is so messy. You want to fix every problem in your life, right? Well, you have no problems, actually. You have no problems. Like I said, the cow doesn't have any problem. The lion doesn't have problems. The bee doesn't have problems. So why would you have problems if you're an animal? Like, and this is where hypocrisy really comes into place here, because you guys are gonna be the first to say, well, we're intelligent animal. You are gonna deny God. I'm not a believer in God, just so that is clear. But you're gonna deny God. You're gonna deny any divinity. You're gonna stay in that state where I only believe what I see, and I'm intelligent. I'm rational. I'm high IQ. High IQ makes me laugh. And then you'll deny that hypocrisy. While saying this, you'll say, well, despite the fact that we're all animals, we're different animals. Us. We speak language. We we drive cars. We are intelligent enough to build this, build that, build this, build that, and it's all great. Those are great tools to help you go through your days. But the thing that had happened in this society is that people will see the car, people will see every little things that us human have built, and they'll think that that thing is what differentiate us from other animals. We're just too brilliant. It's just so much. It's too much. We're just above them. When it's not at all the case. If you dare to open your eyes and see around you, everything is made of materials, things that you found and built, right? Everything around you. There's nothing that is just so inaccessible that nature could have not built it. It's nonsense. It's complete nonsense. We need to stop that. You are an animal. Like there's certain behavior that if a cow would not engage in such behavior, would rather die than engage in such behavior, then you're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself for no reasons. For no reasons. You're a robot. You're no better than a robot. This is why they're so behind the AI conspiracy. Why AI is gonna take over the world? AI is gonna do nothing. AI does not have consciousness. AI can only copy. AI can only mimic. And this is why again, you don't mimic, or you a mimic. You're a mimicry. You're a mimicry, but certain humans are not, right? And those who are not mimicry, they have consciousness. They have something inside them that makes them have ideas, that makes them move here, that makes them move there, that gives them this this love for the world and desire to devour things, right? and create new project, new things. All that is around you was created by the same consciousness that that is in the cow. There is no separation between those consciousness. So really, frankly, here you have to really ask yourself, what am I doing in my life that simply does not make sense? Like, and it's not some philosophical question that I'm asking here. I don't want you to go at it in an intellectual sense. Look at this literally. For example, whatever you're eating is fine. If you like what you're eating, great. But do you really like it? If you're going to school, great. But are you really learning? Whatever you're doing, are you really getting what you want to get from that thing? Or are you just doing it because you were told to do so? Or because you look good while doing it? Come on, be genuine a little bit. If you're genuine, you'll solve all your problem in 1 minute. And actually in one instant. Genuineness, really. Let's continue the video.
Moved up to 30 a day, but I was going through that like I needed way.
There was something I forgot to say. The thing with concussion, there is no such thing as needing medication for concussion. Again, you don't need something to fix something. There's no problems at all. So he had a concussion. Adderall may help, but the thing they won't tell you is that, like, the concussion, if it does not go away, like if let's say you've had a concussion and now you've developed bad, not habits, but you've developed, poor attention out of it. I don't see why that poor attention would go away. I just don't see why that poor attention would go away. So, what are you telling me? Are you stuck with Adderall for all your life? Isn't that addiction? So you're telling me your own doctor, the one you're supposed to trust, just gave you a new addiction that is not gonna fix your concussion because human body is gonna get used to it. And by the mere fact that the human body is going to get used to it, you're going to have to up your doses to a point where it's not even going to work anymore because you got used to it. And all the symptoms of your concussion are still going to be there. That's what are you telling me? Guys, come on. Am I making this up, really? Am I making this up? And the doctor himself does not think. Anyways.
More than that. And the thing is you get so addicted, at least I got so addicted to the feeling of popping this and then 20 to 30 minutes later having so much more energy and motivation. And I know that's what a lot of people get addicted to. I don't know, normally our brain is like, the last thing I want to do is fold laundry. On Adderall, all of a sudden, you're like into it. You want to clean. You want to study. But, taking something that brings us up so much to do all these things and have all the motivation, all of a sudden now, okay, I'm going to not take Adderall this week. I'm walking around my house doing stuff for 10 minutes, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. Or in mid-afternoon, I'm tired. And it's so easy, I would just say to myself, pop an Addy. Pop an Addy. If you pop an Addy, it'll clear that up. If you pop an Addy, it'll do that.
You understand? Even the words he's using. Look at the wording of his sentences. It will clear that up. What is needed to be cleared? You're tired. Go sleep. Go sleep. You're tired. Go sleep. I don't understand. You're tired. Go sleep. Clearing what up? Again, you don't want to do this, don't do it. Don't do it. What's gonna happen if you don't do it? You're gonna go to prison? You're gonna die. What if, and even if you died, or you're not gonna die anyways? And what if you go to prison? Who cares? for that. Let's say you go to prison for that. Let's say there's a government that forces you to eat Adderall. I would rather die. I would rather die than live such a life, frankly. And it's self-explanatory. Many people nowadays commit suicide, and the reason why I say suicide is because YouTube. You know YouTube. I won't explain. I won't explain that. You know why YouTube is weird. Like everyone, people don't want to accept the truth. People would rather deny everything than look at their own self and see truth for what it is. See their lives, the meaningless lives, for what it is. Frankly. So yeah.
And so I slowly started to progress to, first it was taking an Addy for studying, then cleaning, then working out, then everything. It was like, had to take an Addy before class, had to take an Addy before the gym, had to take an Addy if I had anything to do at the house. On top of that, tolerance is going up, so no longer is it pop a 10 or a 20 and get that effect. It's snorting two 20s or snorting, 230s. Once I got to that point of addiction to where I was fully reliant on it, it became, this thing that if I didn't have for the day, and I know a good amount of it was actually physical, the withdrawal, so to speak, of it, but a ton of it was psychological. Going from having that Addy every day and all of a sudden either I run out of my prescription or I can't get it or whatever, to not having it.
Yeah, and again, the reason why it becomes psychological, like you said, it wasn't physical. Nothing is physical, by the way. It's nonsense. The reason why you started was psychological, and the reason why you can't stop is psychological. Nothing is physical. Stop it with this physicality. There's nothing physical there. The reason why it was so difficult to stop is because you had built a life based on lies. And the biggest lie, there, it's even worse of a lie because some people build their lives on nonsense, right? On self-image, and they want to maintain a certain self-image, and they go to school, they become lawyers, and they get a certain degree, and they go to, they buy a house in a good neighborhood, and they make socialites friends, and then they socialize, and they go to concerts, and they go to museums, and they show on Instagram, and they show on TikTok, and they show on Snapchat, Facebook. It is a fake life, and it is a disgusting life. I have to say, it's all fake. That person is literally the copycat of his friends. That is literally the copycat of his neighbor. That is literally the copycat of the person living in the other city. All the same, all alike. It's disgusting. But it's not the worst thing here. At least she did that well aware and conscious. So maintaining that lifestyle is not so hard on her, right? But you built your life, that life that you're living, on a drug. Because literally you would not have been capable of building such life. And again, I have to really pay attention to my words here. I'm not saying not capable so that, you can't do it. I guess everybody could do that. It's robotic. An AI could do it, right? I don't even understand why they haven't made an AI capable of doing engaging in human behaviors yet, because humans are so predictable because of that. The cow is less predictable than a human, quite frankly. The cow. So, yeah. So that's again. He built that on a drug, and now he has to take the drug to maintain that self-image. And if he stops taking the drug, but I'm not gonna be as lean as before. But if I stop taking the drug, all the friends that I made on that drug, oh my god, but if I stop taking this drug, my house won't be as clean as it used to. But oh my god, if I stop taking the drug, so there's already, you've built like life, like 5 years. I don't know, some people are addicted for many years, but the last 2-3 years of your life are literally standing on it. So of course you're not gonna stop. You don't want to lose those things. You're too attached to them. They make you feel good. They make you look good, right? So again, people, if you're watching those videos and you're depressed and sad, frankly, like I've said, ask yourself the right questions.
The kind of psychological withdrawal of Adderall addiction is so intense because, you know, my brain was just like, I couldn't fathom doing anything, even like tasks that way prior to Adderall addiction weren't a big deal, the dishes, whatever. My brain couldn't fathom it because every day for the prior, 8 months, 10 months, I had Adderall to do it. And it is just, it kicks your ass physically and mentally. That motivation goes from, you're normally at a 5, you take Adderall, you go up to a freaking 12, and all of a sudden you don't got it. You don't go to a 5, you go down to a 0, and you are just struggling. And the ironic part with Adderall addiction too is, I know this happens for a lot of people. It definitely was part of my story. I would take Adderall and work and then ask for extra hours and need to take an Adderall to work those extra hours. But the money I made from working 70 hours a week went back into getting more Adderall because I couldn't stand working 70 hours a week without the Adderall. And then when I would come home at night, I'd be so wired, I would have to buy.
Did he say 70 hours a week? Okay, look. Why would you work 70 hours a week? Why? Oh, I know why. To pay your rent. Why do you want to pay such an expensive rent? Oh no, things are getting expensive. Oh, that's why. Why are you living in that city? Why do you even work? And what I mean by work is, when you do something you love, it's not work. I'm not working right now. What the fuck? I'm not working. Why would I don't work. So, again, why would you work 70 hours a week? And why are you even working in the first place, right? If you call me a fool or crazy, you make me laugh right now because I am surely not the fool here. Surely not.
Downers, alcohol, opiates, whatever, to come down because I was wired from the Adderall. It is.
Calm down. So there is a. And there is a calm down. Sorry, I'm just gonna verify if my camera is still active. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, so there is a rise up and there is a come down, right? But why would you rise up in the first place? Do you understand, people? Frankly, I can't keep watching this video. I'm gonna stop here because it's going nowhere. It's really a dead end at this point. We all know why he's addicted. I don't care to know the rest. But I hope that video made you guys think a little bit. Made you guys look at your life maybe a little bit differently. Give it perspective. I hope so. If you didn't, well, that's your life, not mine. Ciao. People.